Benefit of GST. The benefit of GST can be summarized as under: A. For business and industry, easy compliance. A robust and comprehensive IT system would be the foundation of the GST regime in India. Therefore, all taxpayer services such as registration, returns, payment, etc. would be available to the taxpayers online, which would make complaints easy and transparent. Uniformity of tax rates and structure. GST will ensure that indirect tax rates and structures are common across the country, thereby increasing certainty and ease of doing business. In other words, GST would make doing business in the country tax natural, irrespective of the choice of place of doing business. Removal of cascading. A system of seamless tax credit throughout the value chain and across boundaries of states would ensure that there is minimal cascading of taxes. This would be reduce hidden cost of doing business, improve competitiveness, reduction in transaction cost of doing business would eventually lead to an improved competitiveness for the trade and industry, gain to manufacture and export. The subsuming of major central and state tax in GST, complete and comprehensive set of input goods and service and passing out of central sales tax would reduce the cost of locally manufacturing goods and service. This will be increase the competitiveness of Indian goods and service in the international market and given boost to Indian export. The uniformity in tax rates and procedure across the country will also go a long way in reducing the complaints cost. B. For central and state governments, simple and easy to administer. Multiple indirect tax at the central and state level are being replaced by GST, backed with robots, end-to-end IT system. GST would be simpler and easier to administer than all other indirect tax of the central and state levied so far. Better controls on leakage. GST will result in better tax complaints due to a robust IT infrastructure, due to the seamless transfer of input tax credit from one stage to another in the chain of value addition. There is an implement mechanism in the design of GST that would incentivize tax compliance by traders. Higher revenue efficiency. GST is expected to decrease the cost of collection of tax revenue of the government and will therefore lead to higher revenue efficiency. Boost to Make in India initiative. GST will give major boost to the Make in India initiative of Government of India by making goods and services produced in India competitive in the national as well as international market. For the consumer, single and transparent tax